Joey Salvia here to set the stage for you. Yeah, we know it's not easy to follow along without actually seeing what's going on while our host gallivants around, sometimes drunk, with cumbersome recording gear. But that's part of what makes this whole thing a bit more charming, no? Like take this Nantucket trip. We have Sherrod Small walking around as if he's vacationing in Jamaica.
We use Venmo for weed now, too, so you don't really need it.
Looking to throw down.
I'll tackle you, nigga.
Most of us would only be throwing down a box full of Little Debbies.
Let me just go out here and talk to this motherfucker for a second.
Of course, there's Vic Henley, who obviously hates working for free.
Says the man who gives us no money.
He brings a bit of wisdom to the show.
I can remember going to the Sadie Hawkins dance.
Because he's old as fuck.
How old is Vic Henley? Lord have mercy, that was before the sock hops.
And how can we leave out the naturally funny Chef Carl Ruiz?
Marie had a buzz on her.
Totally.
Yeah, since 1994.
Full of street smarts you couldn't buy in one lifetime.
We're definitely looking.
You don't have to say that, Opie.
What?
We're going to catch a charge out here with your autism.
I could see him now in his Nantucket terry cloth sweater. What's not to love about the Cuban?
I'm like exotic. I'm like a fat unicorn.
He pretty much goes with anything. Last but not least, there's Greg Hughes, Opie, who I swear sounds no different than the guy I first heard on WBAB while heading to band practice on Long Island back in 1994, playing the ringleader like Spanky from the Little Rascals, but with the personality of the Artful Dodger.
I think it's time to do Gun Electric Shock OJ.
Surrounding himself with all types of interesting characters who'll make you laugh out loud while keeping things moving at a steady pace. He interviews A-list celebrities when they need them.
I used to be really famous.
I'm sure, yeah.
Look up Opie on your phone right now. Do it, OPIE.
He knows what it takes to put on a show. Tonight, he wanted to make use of the main theater for the Nantucket Comedy Festival, since it wasn't being used. But word got around quickly, and a few lucky people showed up anyway. So here we have an unannounced gathering with the boys off the cuff with a few lucky island visitors, some locals, and Gloria with their pick of any seat in the house for a special live-to-tape podcast from Nantucket on Opie Radio.
Well, you thought we were just going to do it in the dark?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I was hoping we could do the podcast in the dark, but that's not happening. What's going on, everybody? This is the Opie Radio podcast with Vic Henley, and I'm Opie, and that's Carl Ruiz from the Food Network.
How are you?
And Sherrod is probably out back smoking a joint somewhere, but he will be on stage in a few minutes. So I must say that it was my dream. I've been doing radio since I was 18 years old, and my dream was to play an empty theater in Nantucket. So I have finally have made it. Thank you.
I really enjoy Nantucket. This is the richest people I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, you're pretty impressed with the
I'm
wealth here?
I'm a New Yorker. New York is Bosnia compared to this. It is unbelievable.
Do you feel comfortable, though? There's not a lot of people that look like you on Nantucket there, Carl.
Oh, well, you just have to judge out loud here. It's hot. I don't like that. That's too salty. And then they think you're from here. It's unbelievable.
Tell them about the party you went to where you just fit in with billionaires, because they don't know.
Oh, my
They
God.
simply just don't know if you're also a billionaire.
They thought I was like a tech guy.
Right.
I'm wearing,
Right.
I'm wearing mental patient slippers and stuff and touching everything. They're like, he must be one of those app people. He builds apps. It was unbelievable. The house was, it was so classy. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, even if I had all the money in the world, my house would look like shit.
Yeah.
You know, it'd have like a Terminator poster. All this stuff. It was perfect. Everything in the house is perfect. And they had a white chef. You know how expensive it is to have white people?
That's the thing that amazed you?
Like, I looked at the guy, I'm like, hola. He's like, nah, man, Greg. Oh, shit.
That's real money.
It's the real thing. It was
Yeah.
I love it here.
Right.
And I looked at I went to a real estate thing, and I'm going to have to love it from afar.
So for a second, you actually thought, man, I'm going to go see how much something is. I like it so much.
I bought 2 sweatshirts. I had to transfer money from my savings. Like, the lady said $90, and I got, like, sweater Tourette's. I'm like, fuck you, fuck this, fuck it, shit.
I got to go to Vic Henley because we were talking earlier, and you have a theory about people's last names on Nantucket. And I like your theory.
What was it? I forgot.
You forgot? Like,
when did I tell you this? We
like
were drinking a lot in the bar last night. There was a bachelorette party. I went to dinner, and there was an after I came back, and these geniuses are in the middle of a bachelorette party for Rose and Crown. And and I thought there was a Soul Train line starting. And it was just two women, hot women were making out, and the crowd just formed a circle around them.
Yes.
And we're just enjoying it.
When Vic says crowd, he means me.
It was Carl.
Carl draws a crowd wherever he goes, though. That's for sure.
I'm the one that started that whole bachelorette party thing, by the way.
Yeah, Sherrod Small.
Oh, there he is.
I was packed in here. We could have did this shit in my hotel room. I had to leave our room for this. We could have did this in a room.
We can move this to the green room and make it nice and intimate. Yeah. You forgot your theory, though.
What was my theory?
Basically, when you're on Nantucket, if someone's name is Reynolds,
Oh,
their last name
I
Reynolds.
got you.
Yeah, all right.
I told him, I'm like, any other city on the planet Earth, if you meet somebody and their last name was Campbell, it wouldn't be like Campbell's Soup. It's the person here on Nantucket. It's not just, if your last name is Campbell, then you're Campbell fucking Soup. If your
I met Mike Yellow. His family owned the color yellow. This is rich island.
Hey, I'm Diane Reynolds, but it's like Reynolds Rap. Everybody is the person. Where in dating, it's just Bob Jackson. It's just not like Jackson Hewitt.
It's like that where I'm from, too. Like when I meet Mr. Chapo, it's Chapo. It's the actual drug dealer. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. All things
Why
considered,
we
he's a
got
good
two
guy.
mics on this stupid ass stage? Who's in charge? 2 mics. This place is. You got money. Take another mic.
Yeah, we're just handing over the mics. Yeah, it's like a relay race.
It's
Very
like the
nice.
worst orgy ever. It's 2 cocks and 4 dudes.
Oh, God.
You want for this crowd? You want your money back?
It's 5 o'clock, Sherrod. It's 5 o'clock, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, look at that. We got another microphone. Hey! Thank you, Junior.
Show somebody out. They found a new one.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's Mac.
Thank you,
Man,
Mac.
That's Mac.
Thank you, Max, for helping out the podcast.
Mac,
Mac,
not X,
Sherrod.
Mac.
Oh, Mac.
You may see
Mac.
Mac Lindsay.
Mac is the guy that got kicked out of Germany,
Yeah,
right?
Mac has just returned from Europe because he broke the rules on the class trip.
Is that for real?
Yeah, no shit.
How do you get kicked out of Germany and being white?
You can get a beer in Germany if you're 16 years old, and this hot woman from Texas he was flirting with was trying to get him to buy a beer. And he took it, and then the chaperone was the teacher saw him, and they sent his ass home.
That teacher should be
Here's the thing,
fired.
the
He did the
drinking
right
age in
thing.
Europe and in Germany is 15.
They had already told him, though, even though that's true, you can't drink. This is a class trip. And so that was a $1,385.
I'm going to start a letter writing campaign for that.
$1,385 for the beer. And he can't remember what kind of fucking beer it was.
Probably.
Make up something. Just say Warsteiner. Don't say, or make it funny and say, like, Miller Lite.
16. He's 16 years old.
He's 16, right there.
You got a girlfriend, man?
Here, come on up here.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't
gotta
put
bring
that
Mac.
evil on you.
I told him he has a story for life, though. Getting kicked out of Germany, from a school trip for drinking at 16 because the chaperones didn't appreciate that.
Kicked out of Germany.
Where'd that camera go? Did you see it? Where'd your camera go? That camera.
I gave it away.
I lost a camera like that in my divorce. I didn't even know my wife liked taking pictures until I got divorced.
Here's a good spot for you.
I like how Max had his butt to the audience.
And immediately, he's a pro. He moves right around
He did.
where everybody can see him.
And he goes to, do I get a chair?
Do I get a chair?
You might as well.
Mine.
There you go.
There you go.
It's Benjamin Button, Vic Henley.
So you got to tell the story of Germany. You guys are over there for a field trip, and what happened? How did it go down?
Well, I mean, it progressed pretty quickly because, this was like, 2 weeks ago, I think. Mom? 2 weeks? And now I'm doing shots with Ron White with my mother. So.
Oh, that's a hell of a punishment, Mom.
That's a good mommy. That's kind of like when my father caught me smoking, then he made me smoke the whole pack. Your mother's going to make you do 18 shots.
I wish my family cared about me. I'm like, Dad, I'm drunk. He's like, we don't care.
Everybody else stayed, and you had to come home by yourself?
So it was me and 3 kids who got caught, and they were like trying to egg us on to snitch on them, and I wouldn't do it.
Snitches get stitches, cuz. You did the right
You
thing.
did the right thing.
I haven't told on anyone, even though all those people are dead now, and I should have. But you know what? Actually, I have no advice for you.
So you took the hit?
Yeah, so me and 3 kids took the hit. And they
Oh,
were
so
gonna
all
try to,
3.
Yeah.
All right.
You stick around with those kids, because you're going to have to lie about a lot more stuff as you get older. And you're going to need those type of people. Honest people are dangerous.
Wasn't the girl American?
Oh yeah, she's from Texas, so.
Well, it's all good.
All right.
Oh, what? So she made you buy it?
I was pretty tempted at first,
Right.
Have you ever read Adam and Eve? This happens for thousands of years.
Spit that out.
Yeah, he did.
Did she try to make all three of you guys buy the bear?
Well, like I went up and started talking to her, like, do you have any
Attaboy.
like soda or anything? And she's like, well, we have this Diet Coke from like 4 years ago. And then she was like, do you want some alcohol? And I said yes.
There's no. You can't say no. There is no to that because that's a trap.
There's no no to that question.
I've never said no to alcohol.
Right. What does Mom think of this?
It was expensive beer.
Because you now had to fly him home.
They wanted me to go through the Middle East, but my mom, she said no on that. No on the Afghanistan air.
Is that
I think that's a sound decision. I mean, I don't know the track record, but it can't be great.
They tried to fly you through Afghanistan, then back to the U.S.?
Yeah, so I don't even know. Like, my mom, she kind of flipped out on the phone because she didn't want me to get, like, blown up.
That's a mom thing to do.
I would love to hear a Nantucket mom flip out on the phone on Air Afghanistan. That's a podcast right there.
She's not a Nantucket mom. She's a Georgia crazy hillbilly woman. So,
Even worse.
Way worse. Yes, exactly. That's way worse. So I'm sure she got their attention really quick.
I dated a girl from Georgia.
You snapped too pretty quick.
I dated a girl from she stabbed me. A girl from Georgia.
Yeah, tell the story.
That's it. She stabbed me. I didn't talk to her.
What's the story? You said hi and she stabbed you?
No, she said, if you go out with those guys, don't go to a strip club. And I said, okay. That's not ever going to be true. Right? Because the strip clubs in Atlanta are premier. Because you have that southern night, like, hi, doll. And you just have to call me doll once. And I'm throwing out $100 bills like a weed whacker. So she showed up in the parking lot and stabbed me. Stabbed me in the thigh. Yeah.
Going in or coming out?
No, coming out. But I was drunk, so I was like, God damn it. on my fucking linen espadrilles. I just got these. Some girl told me I looked like Don Johnson in there. And then she stabbed me, and then we had to go to the hospital. It was like 3 hours before the makeup sex, which was bad because my leg hurt.
All right.
She was a good kid.
She was a good
now reviewing the relationship, it was on me. That was my fault. She just had passion.
I think that's marriage material right there.
Yeah,
for you,
she used
right?
to spit talk and I'd spit.
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Someone in the audience, when you mentioned the Atlanta strip club, said,
Atlanta.
Who knows about the Atlanta strip club?
I'm a strip club expert.
Oh, it's Mom.
Mom used to work in Magic City.
So that's how we got to Nantucket.
Oh, okay.
That's why she paid for that plane ticket.
That explains the Land Rover Defender. Atlanta has amazing strip clubs, but the best in the country, believe it or not, are in Tampa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've been to those, actually.
There's a place in Tampa that it's like a religious experience. I mean, we show up with flip-flops and breakaway sweatpants.
You have to.
And we show up at like 10:30 in the morning. We call it legs and eggs because they make omelets.
Yeah.
So we get there at 10:30, and then we leave 3 days later. It's unbelievable.
For real breakaway sweatpants?
That's the only way to go.
No underwear, breakaways.
No underwear.
I'm there to win.
No, I understand the no underwear, but breakaway sweatpants.
Explain to the young boy. He don't understand going into a strip club with no underwear under your sweatpants.
He's a criminal like us. He got kicked out of Germany.
That's like the first time they heard that, but like after World War II, just kicked out of Germany. With brown curly hair and a big nose, got kicked out of Germany.
You went one line too far, son. You gotta learn.
This is the Sean Hannity podcast.
When I met you, you were like 10, maybe 9, something like that. You know, right?
Does it matter?
And so, 8 years old. Okay, so we were down in Georgia. Karen and I were doing a theater, and so she stops by to visit her mom, his grandmother, and they're in their bedroom, and she's coming there to talk to them to tell them good night or go to bed or something. And this is when I think it was Progressive or one of the insurance companies had the commercial where the guys were lying and their pants would catch on fire, and then at the end of the commercial they would say, "No mas, right?
What the fuck?
I like it so far.
I like it.
So Mac and his sister and his brother, they're in the guest room at Grandma's house, right? Big E, that's what she calls her. So E's coming in there to talk to him, and she's taking off her clothes. She's getting ready to go to bed herself. So she's got her big granny panties on, but she's wearing a blouse with the big granny panties. And they're all, so they call her.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Come in here because they didn't want to tell grandma to put some goddamn pants on. It's grandma. So they bring mom in to sort of, is there anything wrong with this picture?
Oh my God.
She's like got her butt going and talking to them. Full altar. And she's like, Mom, good Lord, put some pants on. And right after she says it, 8-year-old him goes, no mas, pantalones.
He's a good kid. I like him. I sat with him at one of these parties in the house. The house looks like you can graduate from it.
Oh, it was the Pottery Barn magazine.
Did you see?
Set.
But like not but the good pottery, like the Frongate magazine, like the doormat was $13,000. There's pineapple. Once you see brass pineapples, they're fucking gonna hate you. and we're sitting. I'm talking to the kid. And he's like, I want to be a chef, or I want to go see what being a chef is like. And I said, listen, you come to New York City for a week, and I'll put you through hell. And if you can make it for a week, then we're going to be good.
And then he said, do you want some alcohol? And I said, yes.
I said, after a week, we get tattoos and we party. But I'd love to have this kid in New York. I've burnt out so many kids coming into the chef business. You have no idea.
It's a hard business.
Well, because they come in with like their cooking school has air conditioning.
Right.
Real cooking has none of that.
Right.
There's a Mexican that makes $11 a month that's 100 times better than you. You know what I mean? And it's incredible. And when you bring these kids from cooking schools, and when I graduated from my cooking school, they invited me back to be like a guest speaker. And I went back up there. I'm like, you guys all suck. They're like, oh, this is going to be the worst guest speaker. I'm like, this education costs you $100,000. You'll never make more than $52,000. You look like a bunch of hacks. And it just got worse and worse from there. But they got to learn.
And they drop off like flies at that point. So.
Oh my God! Yeah. I mean, from my graduating class in culinary school in New York, I did like a little stint. I did one in France and one in New York. The one in New York, out of 116 kids that graduated, there's 7 of us in the business.
Really? It's 116?
If your kid ever tells you to go to culinary school, just don't do it.
Really? I thought that would be a nice path for a kid.
It's either creepy 40-year-olds that want a career change and open a bed and breakfast, which are the worst people. Anyone who owns a bed and breakfast should be in jail. They should put him in one of those Trump kid cages.
We're the bed and breakfast capital of the world right now.
That's one of those people.
I think half these people
they got
baby
bone necklaces up there. You got to be careful with
bed and breakfast is always weird because
they make no money.
You got to come down and have breakfast with people. You got to pretend you didn't hear having sex the night before.
In the jungle room.
It's so bad.
And everyone that owns it looks like Ann Landers.
That's a lot of that.
Nice pull.
That's the oldest thing you ever said. With the Ann Landers.
I like it. One time, me and Ann Landers.
Don't you assume that the people that own those things are like swingers?
I think.
Does anyone know? Anyone have any bed and breakfast knowledge?
Wasn't one of the first serial killers? You were telling me that story. Built that hotel.
Oh,
just to kill people?
That wasn't. No, it was
That's
called
the movie Psycho.
I don't know a lot of stuff, so I kind of have this running thing in my head. I think it's true, and I'm fine with that.
No, you're mixing up a lot of stories. There was a book out that I think it was called Voyeur Motel, and a guy bought a motel and set it up so he could peek on everybody. And then he wrote all his notes down, and then many years later, they put out a book.
Oh, well, my story was better. But it had no basis, in fact.
All right, let's hear it for the kid, man.
Good, nice to meet you.
Great job, man.
Yes, he did great.
You know you got weed on you. I see you after the podcast.
We got your
France,
beer.
buddy. Get kicked out of France.
We got your beer upstairs.
I love that.
It was funny, man.
16 years old, huh?
Yeah.
Is he the only child? No. How many kids you got?
There's the daughter.
That's the daughter. Get up here, daughter. Don't make your brother get all the attention. Daughter up here. I'm sure it's against my probation. Come on up and talk to us.
Sherrod's anklets buzzing up a storm. Wow.
What's your name?
Sabi.
Sabi. How much do you hate your brother?
Well, everybody always asks me, like, because I have two brothers,
Okay.
and I'm the middle child, so they're always like, which one's your favorite? And I'm like, it depends the day.
Yeah, that's true. You're the only girl?
Yes.
Oh, your hand-me-downs must have been fucked up.
Thanks for the baseball helmet.
The world's hand-me-down. So you're right in the middle of two boys.
Yes.
Ah, boy, is that annoying?
It has its perks, but at the same time, like, there's drawbacks, too.
Right. Do they
Yeah.
defend you a lot? Do they beat up boys for you? Or beat up people?
They beat up each other, and I just kind of watch them do it.
That's like my Irish friends. They punch each other in the face every bar we go to. Go ahead, Opie.
No, I want to know what are the perks.
Yeah.
Like, because you're the only girl, so I feel like you have, like, your special attention.
Oh.
And then, like, the middle child, like, usually is, like, the forgotten child, but if you're the only girl, then you
It
have,
feels
like,
like you're
kind of
not the middle.
outweighs itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Opie was the only girl in his...
Don't laugh too hard at that. Enjoy it, but don't laugh too hard.
He cried a lot.
Oh, yeah.
How old is your oldest brother? Who's the oldest?
He's 19.
That's Mac?
No. There's
Oh,
another
Mac's
one.
16, right?
Yeah,
He was just up here.
He's the underage drinker.
I think
Oh,
kids
yeah, what
start
happened to
going
Rod?
right up my...
What did you smoke?
I don't hold on to it.
The older one's name's Axel, so it's Axel Mack, and her name is Sabra, S-A-B-R-A.
Sabra.
But they call her Sabra.
Those
She's got an aunt named Sabra, who I've met and smoked at the Waffle House with.
Okay. Was Ann Margaret there?
Because Obama was going to take away everybody's bullets. Totally true.
Totally true. It gets excited. Totally true.
It's funny.
And why Axel? Oh, okay. I was thinking Guns N' Roses, obviously, like everybody else, but it's a family name, Axel?
This is rich white people stuff. Opie. You don't know anything about it.
No.
I'm learning.
We named him after the car part, actually.
I've met everybody here. I've met a Mortimer. Just names you don't. I'm like, you're really Mortimer? He's like, yes, I am. I'm like, do you really need that monocle? He's like, yes, I do. I'm like, all right.
Now, are you guys Swedish?
No, my husband's family evidently is.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Your husband's family.
Sweden, boy, that's straight from the factory white.
That's his wife. Those are the tall white ones. They're beautiful.
Yeah, that's
They're
the white
nice
people-
around Christmas time. I look at them. They're so nice looking. They're so blonde. They don't even have eyebrows.
It's the white people that white people call white people.
Yeah. You stare in the windows as they're opening Christmas gifts?
Yeah, I just look in their house. I'm like, wow, look at this house with heat. That house has a floor.
So what, are you in high school now? How's it work?
Yeah, I'll be a senior next year.
Oh, it's your school now, baby. Welcome to freshmen, am I right?
Yeah.
Nerds.
Yeah. They ski. They're from Maine. So in Maine, instead of high school,
It's getting whiter. It's getting whiter. Goddamn.
Here we go.
They're on the ski team. So they're all skiers.
Wait, ski team.
They're on the ski team. Yeah.
Sunday River?
Yeah.
I want to go local for you. There you go.
Sunday River.
This is
knows.
white stuff.
Main
We do
thing.
nothing.
Is that the white people's mingos?
Have you
At
ever
least there's a black person in the room.
Sunday River?
It's cold? Wait, is that
Code Red, Sunday River.
Kwanzaa night.
Check his pockets.
Didn't they, because of your age or something, they wouldn't, even though you were faster than some of the people on the team, something happened and they wouldn't let you be on? Do you remember this? Or am I messing this up?
They said when I was going into 6th grade, the team
Which was
like,
hard.
Really hard. Really
Sixth grade it really tested me.
I know Jordan called that my senior year.
Sixth grade, I had to dig deep.
Still good.
So they wouldn't let me on the team because I was a 6th grader, and they were only letting the 7th and 8th graders on the team. So
That's racist.
I found the neighboring team, and I joined it, and I skied against my own school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'd smoke their ass.
Yeah, and then they were like, "Can you join the team?" And I was like, "Nope."
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
I love
That's
Spike.
gangster.
That's a gangster move.
That's
I knew
gangster.
exactly when her mom told me that. I'm like,
Spite is the best human trait, and you should develop it as young as possible. Everything that's made me successful has been from spite.
From spite.
Love kind of fades away.
Right.
Hate gets you locked up, but spite really makes you work.
That's fair.
Like my neighbor, before my wife took everything and the dog, my neighbor, I'm the spite. I'd wake up early, make sure he took out the recycling wrong. I was on the phone in 2 seconds. I'm like, hey, Gary, I don't want to be the guy, but it looks like there's glasses in the plastic container. 32 Lockwood Lane. Pictures on their way. Bye.
Now, what was the thing he did that set this in action? Where you hated him this much?
I think that what started with me and the neighbor was he would talk to me without being addressed, and it really bothered me because I was usually hungover.
Right.
So he would have a conversation that had no end. What a day! I'm like,
that's what set you off?
And then I made his life hell.
That's fair.
Looks like rain. I'm like, when, motherfucker? When? Stop it now. And why do your pants have lobsters on? And whenever there was like something ethnic going on, he would tell me.
Yeah.
There's an empanada party. I'm like, so no good on the hot dogs or anything, right, Glenn? So I just started ratting him out.
How did you want him to act?
At zero.
Like not interact
Get
at all.
in your little Bentley and go away.
Yeah.
He was so annoying, but I got him good. I got him with the snow. He didn't shovel right. I was out there. I'm like, hey, what's up, DPD? I don't want to make a problem. I just fell 12 times in front of 24 Lockwood Lane. I have pictures on their way.
Are you videotaping yourself falling?
I'm Cuban, bro. I can slip and fall in a desert. That's how most of our money's made.
Carl's sitting up straight now. He's so happy. This makes you happy, doesn't it?
I've been in 740 rear-end accidents every day.
God.
I've crashed every car, allegedly.
Yeah.
That's how we make money. You know, these people, they do Ponzi schemes out here. We do car accidents.
That's fair.
Right? It's fair, right?
How's the underage drinking in school?
It's probably awesome.
Is it awesome?
Well, Matt,
Everyone here knows the
Look,
same.
Matt's giving a huge thumbs up.
Yeah.
He won't let it go.
But the best part is then, like, the next couple days, some other kids did it, and they got to stay.
Really? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's racism.
And then the next day after that, the vice principal resigned.
Wow, you caused the whole thing.
Yeah.
Good for
He
you.
lost his Mac.
Looks like someone knew a senator. That's why you can't mess with these kids. They literally know the government, like on a first-name basis.
Carl, you gotta be my lawyer, dude.
Huh?
You gotta be my lawyer.
You don't want me to be your lawyer. We'll be in jail together.
Yeah.
You do want Carl's lawyer, though.
Oh, my lawyer. He literally has a gold molar.
Carl told me he lived in a dog crate and people just throw pennies.
No, me.
Oh, yeah, that was what I remember. When I asked for my lawyer, I asked this other lawyer. This is going to be racist, but it's okay, right?
It's fine.
So I said, I need a good divorce lawyer. He goes, I have a Jew. He's 2 feet tall. He has horns. We keep him in a dog cage and we throw pennies at him just to make him mad. And then I met him. I'm like, wow. I'm like, he's like 3 feet tall. He was so vicious. He's like, do you want the kids dead? I'm like, no, the kids are fine.
How far do you want to take this?
Oh,
right?
he was in. I mean, the guy had.
I'm like, this is not true. And he goes, that's a goddamn word. This is
Yeah. He had no soul. God bless him. What a great lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the people that don't know Carl, yeah, he's it's over officially. He went through a divorce.
Oh, it was awful.
And gave up his restaurant and everything very recently, as you could tell by the bitterness.
Yeah, that's why I'm so happy.
Yeah.
That's why I've been drinking since 1.
So it's all official?
Yeah, I got rid of it.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
No get back.
It's funny when you say take everything, it's all of a sudden she becomes amicable. She's like, have a little coffee. What's the matter? You look good.
And that's why you've been in Nantucket for, what, a week and a half at this point?
Yes, the Comedy Festival. I've been here since March.
Carl got up here real early.
I love it up here. It's my first time here, and I mean, this beats the shit out of Martha's Vineyard. This is really nice.
Fuck yeah.
This
That's
is
real Nantucket talk. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, go Boston.
Fuck Martha's Vineyard.
It is so nice. And whoever sells gray paint here is a billionaire. I'm lost the whole time. I'm like, well, that's a house, and then that's a house.
I've been in the vineyard before I ever came here, and then the first time I came here, and I told my friend Kevin Flynn, who puts on the festival.
Yes.
He's like, man, I'm like, Flinny, this is nice. This is way too nice for me. I'm from Alabama. This is so nice. I'm more used to like really overweight people and wife beaters walking around eating fried food. And he goes, "Oh, go back to the vineyard."
Martha's Vineyard's a dump next to this thing.
He's nodding. Let's bring him up.
He's a local. He knows.
I've been here for a week. I mean, now I eat a hamburger and it's like $50. I'm like, this place is a steal. I got to put this in my Apple Notes.
We were talking earlier. Whatever you do on this island, it's $80.
Oh my God.
Everything's $80.
I bought every girl a drink on that bachelor party last night. It was $600.
Jesus.
And I'm like, no slow song. We're not even going to do a slow song. It was terrible.
No one could slow dance because the lesbian couple was making out.
I thought
you missed that.
They weren't. Come on, stop.
You saw that.
They're not lesbians. Just two drunk girls.
Even better.
They're disrespecting lesbians.
Even better.
But then, yeah, they were going at it though.
Yeah.
One girl worked at the restaurant that we were.
Was she one of the hostesses?
Yes.
There has to be lesbians here because there's Subaru Foresters everywhere. In like that beige color. That's that nesting color.
All right, cue the Melissa Etheridge guitar. And Sherrod's right. No proper lesbian would be caught drunk kissing in a bar on Nantucket. Fire Island's got that covered. So here's Opie once again, bringing in an unknown somebody who wasn't meant to be part of the show and actually ended up making it more entertaining. And he was an underage borderline delinquent.
I'd love to have this kid in New York.
When we come back, the Cuban has a Napa Valley story that includes a few spiteful celebrities. The boys talk Jeeps, watches, how Opie may have caused the premature death of a politician. And he even brings a fan up to the stage from the O&A days of Boston.